Yo, what is up, everybody? How y'all doing? Welcome in. Happy Wednesday. Sorry I'm a little late today, but my dog wouldn't eat, and I was trying to get her to eat, and she just wouldn't do it. So I don't know. It's kind of weird. I have one dog that eats everything, and one dog that's such a struggle to eat. They're exact opposites. And the thing is, if I let her just be a grazer, then the other dog just comes by and eats her food anyway. So it's a mess. Hope y'all are doing well, though. Happy Wednesday. It is Wednesday, June 18th, 2025. I hope y'all are doing well. Turn the music down a little bit. Hope y'all are doing well. We're doing a, I guess you could say it's a rare truck stream, but we're doing a trucking stream on TMP tonight. How you doing, Linux? Congratulations on 120, man. That's crazy. Dude, I want to turn off stream streaks. I want to turn it off, so I'm going to have to go live at like 3 in the morning sometime to break you. I can't just turn it off in the middle of your streak. I got to do it, though. I don't know. That's why I put the other things in place. The check-ins with the counters, because at least if you miss one, you still checked in. So it's just like, I feel so like, because there's sometimes where I just feel like streaming like at 1 in the morning, and I'm like, no, that would kill Linux streak. So I'm like, dang it. I can't really do it. It's got to happen organically, but my Tobii's like, you got knocked off. Hang on a second. The tripod got smacked by something. Hopefully that's good. It's not going to be good. I'm going to have to actually work on this, but well, I'll mess with it here in a minute. But guys, I've been doing a trucking stream tonight. I guess this is the first official stream of the new VTC that I've created. Blacktop Express Trucking. New company. I'm working on the Discord. We have a logo. We're on Trucksbooks, Trucky, and Truckers MP as a registered VTC. But yeah, man, I'm taking the leap finally after many years of people telling me I should just start my own VTC, and so here we are, starting our own VTC. Super excited about it, though, man. So, ad break. Why did the ad break? The ad break started. I didn't even get a button to snooze it. What the heck? Twitch. But anyway, that's a big announcement, is the VTC launch, which is sort of official. I'm still working on the Discord server for it, but it is there. What else? We got some of the usual stuff. TechniSport 10% off. They had a Father's Day sale that was pretty decent. I should check that out if you need a chair or a desk. Tobii always with the discount, with the 5%. Then we have Trucky, which is free. You should get Trucky if you're not using Trucky already. What else, man? Giants. We're Giants partners. Giants, the maker of Farming Simulator, another game we got to play some more of. But tonight we're gonna be playing Truckers MP. We're gonna be on Truck. We're playing Truck Sim, American Truck Simulator on Truckers MP. I'm running the first test of our webhooks for Trucksbooks, so that should work, I hope. But welcome back from those ads. Thank you for that. Sorry about that. I didn't get a chance to snooze those. But anyways, guys, I'm just gonna be playing. There's some new emotes for subscribers also. You guys got the sleeping emote and the raid hype emote, which we'll be able to use for raids now. It's just pretty cool. I'm gonna do something. Okay. Just usually I try to restart the audio engine for stream, but I forgot to, so. Anyways, the VTC is not completely ready to go, even though it's out there. I'm not hiring anybody just yet, but there'll be more information in the Discord on how to join if you are interested. No pressure to join. If I can roll solo, I'll roll solo, man. I don't care. But appreciate anybody who does want to join and be a part of that. But anyways, without further ado, let's play some Truck Sim, huh? I think we're gonna use. Let me see. I need to get my scenes in order for Truck Sim, but all right, here we go. I haven't downloaded Canada since the updates either, so there's that. Thank you, Trucky, for this. Okay. Yeah, what's going on, Hawk? How you doing, man? So, game, hello, game. Change our profile to our TMP profile. That time of year again. Not sure what you mean. I mean, it's summer, if that's what you're talking about. Definitely summer. No, the heat, yeah. It feels late. It feels late to me. I don't know why. I feel like we're usually like hotter already. Everybody's like, uh, maybe I'm just completely off my rocker. I don't know. So we got the wheels set up. We got the truck sim set up here. I am going to change the color scheme on my truck. We're gonna create a new truck, I think. Or no, we're gonna update an existing one. Pete Duncan says this first 100 day is July 1 on average. We already had a 100 degree day. Is he just talking about at the airport or something? Because there was one day here that it was like 109. It was that weird heat pocket that came through. Maybe first 100 day of summer, since summer doesn't officially start till Friday, I guess. I'm off the next 2 days, which is cool. We're gonna be streaming. Or here's the plan anyway. If it works out, me and Little C are gonna be streaming Fast Food Simulator Friday afternoon. So keep an eye out for those alerts. Yeah, at the airport. I'm pretty sure it was at the airport that it got that hot. It was crazy. Maybe it was this heat index though. I don't know. Sometimes. I mean, I get the difference between the temperature and the. Yeah, how you like those emotes, Linux? Aren't those cool? Wait, did you sub? Did I miss a sub alert? Or you just. Oh, channel points. I got you. I was like, I know you didn't just sub. All right, let's go to driver manager. What truck are we in? Well, actually, let's go to truck manager and see what truck we're in first. Move this mic over here. We're in truck number 32. So what we're gonna do, gonna take our driver manager. We're going to pull ourselves out of this truck. I don't even know where 32's at right now. Let's go in the blank spot, and then we'll go to truck manager. Truck 32 is in San Diego. Little trick to work on the truck without working on the truck. It's got the 625 cat engine in it. 625 horses. All right, so this is where I come up with a color scheme for it. We're gonna go like, how's this? I don't like that. I like this shade right here, which I'm gonna save somewhere. Yeah, I'm gonna save that there because I like that off-white, which is what I'm looking for. Because the logo for Blacktop Trucking. Let's see if I could bring this up without doxing. Let me head over here real quick. Oh, this is happening. Yeah, I like the emotes, man. A lot of people, I've gotten a lot of good feedback on, especially on the sleeping one, because I was afraid that was gonna happen tonight because I was so freaking tired, dude. I was like, man, I'm gonna be that emote tonight. But I am adding quite a few things to the stream, so you guys are gonna see quite a few things, man. I'm working on a trailer for the stream right now too. We have music for it, and we have I don't know. I'm not sure on the music yet, but what the heck is this thing doing? Why is it not letting me type? Now I can hear myself, which is weird. Dude, my computer's like wigging out. CPU load 100, that's why. ATS, like, seriously, like, freaks out whenever I try to do anything, man. I think I'm gonna have to exit out of it. Like, the mouse won't even work right now. Dude. Yes. The mouse isn't working at all. Mouse working. Yeah, it's just weird, man. I don't know what's going on here. I'm gonna have to alt F4 the game, I guess. The game won't even alt F4. I don't know what's going on. I know my CPU load went to 100% on it. So it's like, what the hell? I have to reboot, I guess. I don't know. I don't know what else to do. Yeah, close the dang thing, man. I don't. Okay. So obnoxious, man. Something's going on with it. Okay, so I forgot what the best place to show you all this. This is at. So yeah, this is the logo for Blacktop Express. I think it's pretty cool. I like it. I wanted to incorporate both ETS and ATS because that's what we're doing in the company. There's no mileage requirements, no really anything. Just freaking have fun and drive, man. That's really all it's gonna be. So I'll be making an official announcement of that in Discord probably over the next few days. I wanted to wait to do that until um until I had the Discord server for Blacktop Express finished. So okay, let's try ATS again, I guess. I'm actually gonna check because I actually have not had an update recently for the GPU on this machine. Yeah, it's because the NVIDIA app needed an update, and every time they update the app, it doesn't warn you that they need an app update. It's so stupid, man. With the changes that NVIDIA made to their app is just ridiculous. Because I like to keep my shit up to date, and if their app won't alert me, it's just I'm kind of just venting. So here I am sitting here in the middle of a stream, updating crap that I could have been doing off stream when I had time. But because they just make their stuff garbage, I have to deal with it now, apparently. Driver, I'm sure there's an update. I'd still like to know why this thing is peaking my CPU at 100. I mean, at this rate, I'm just going to be sitting here, may end up just playing Fortnite or something. Seen a lot of people getting into the new Dune game, Dune Awakening. I remember playing Dune a long time ago when it was still like just an RTS game, real time strategy. So this like crafting type game, crafting survival, actually looks pretty cool. Dude, it's taking its time installing this driver. So anyway, chat. Like I said, Friday stream. It's gonna be me and Lil C streaming Fast Food Tycoon. She's gotten really into the game. Been calling it like McDonald's Simulator, Whataburger Simulator. We're gonna have a lot of fun. Anybody that wants to play is welcome to join as well. But for now, it's just I expect it just to be the two of us. But I need to fix my Tobii too. Give me a second. need a freaking level to figure it out, I guess. Graphics driver is still going on. I mean, you guys saw it on the screen there. Okay, well now it's probably about done. All right, cool. PC's definitely running like garbage still. What is going on with this computer right now? It's like seriously just what the hell is it talking about? Now it's complaining about OneDrive. It's not even. I swear to you guys, everything was running fine. And then I start streaming, this thing just decides to shit the bed, basically. I'm rebooting the PC, so hopefully that'll help. Why not like, why am I so dark now? Yo, what's up, Lima? How you doing? Hope you're doing well. I've been doing all right, man. I've been doing all right. Can't complain. Trying to get the PC going here. It's kind of being a little pain in the you know what, but we'll get there. Checking hard still with AOTR. Nice. I just started my new. I just started a new VTC. So first time I've ever had an actual VTC myself. Pretty excited about it. There have been people that have been bugging me about it for years. So of course, most of those people started their own by now, so it's not like they're going to be able to join. But it's cool. They're called Blacktop Express. No, literally, I just made the announcement tonight. I have a logo. I'm still working on building the Discord server. And last night, I completed, it was either last night or the night before, I completed the registrations and Trucks Books, Trucky, and Truckers MP. So it's like brand spanking new. So right now, it's just me. Thank you. I appreciate it. Putting a lot of effort into it, just trying to make sure everything goes smoothly and starts out well, and it's a good experience for everybody that decides to come along. If I ever get to actually play Truck Sim, Part of what I'm doing tonight on stream is I'm testing my webhooks for Discord to make sure those are working. They should be. I mean, it's a pretty simple process to set those up. But it's hard to know until you actually like do it, you know. All right. PC's booting up. Dude, it's just like not running good right now. I don't know what's going on with it. I really don't want to have to re-image it with the, but I may have to soon. I'm very much trying to avoid that. Dude, I don't care about The Sims. I get too much stuff popping up too. I'm not trying to sign out of this app. I'm trying to exit it. The only option is giving me a sign out. I just want to exit. Okay. Trucky's running. Okay. Dude, I don't even remember what the old launcher for Truckers MP used to look like. I know when they changed it, I didn't like it because I just don't like change that much. But I see this PC is like running so much better now. I didn't see what server did I choose. Okay, so we were in the middle of Truck Manager, Truck 32. I'm curious. So that's the okay. That's the bottom. I want to keep that way. The top. This must be the outline. Okay, so this is that. Which paint job is this? Divided. I'm just kind of messing with some things here. I don't know, man. I want to get to driving though, so I don't know what trailer we're using, but it was San Diego. Trying to remember what buttons I had set up for the suspension. I'm gonna go into the system options, controls. Keys and buttons, I think. Engine brake toggle. Off mode, photo mode. So I didn't see it. We had the buttons for adjusting the suspension would be right here. This is the transmission suspension right here. Um, Okay. Just saying, guys, I gotta make an adjustment here. Where's my wheel stand? Keep settling crooked. Missing a bolt or something. I don't know where it went. Okay, sorry about this, guys. Dealing with multiple things kind of being wrong here. So we are in Truckers MP. We are in San Diego. And I'm about to pick up a load to Bellingham. What's up, Gunpowder? I need an opinion about something, Bestie. So this scene, or like this scene. The other one is this one. So this one doesn't have the top down. This is actually my old one, and a lot of my cameras and stuff block the game. So the idea behind the other one, this one, is that it does have this top down camera down at the bottom. This, I don't know. You can see my hand in every camera, so it's pointless. And nothing blocks. Then there's, which is one of the other ones I like. It's kind of nice too, where it just has all four and the game and no face cam. This is for just chilling and driving. You turn off the lights, everything glows and everything looks all magical. This is probably what I'll mostly be on, because I got a fly over here again messing with me. It's one freaking fly, just one little dude. This, you can see more of the setup, and then you can see obviously the game. Push this more to the side. I got a, I don't know if you saw my emote, my other emotes. I got my sleeping emote and my raid hype emote now. I thought they came out really freaking good, man. I really like those emotes quite a bit. Yeah. So I'm going to be creating a load here. Okay, we just saved. Alt D. There's also, there was another one I made. Where is it? Yeah. You kind of have everything there. The game in the middle. Honestly, those are Chat GPT emotes. Actually, I put what I wanted it. I told it that I wanted to look like me, and then it had me upload a picture. And yeah, my original emotes, like the heart emote and all those, I paid about $80 and got the sub badges, and I had a really good artist that I worked with too. If you ever want her name, I talked to her on Twitter. Yeah, she's really good, but I did notice that she reuses a lot of stuff for a lot of different streamers, so I was like, I wasn't really all about that, you know. Let me go back over to. That's kind of wicked how that kind of cut through, but what's up, Georgia boy? Alright, so we are in Cargo Market, San Diego. We're at Bitterman. We're headed to Bellingham, Washington. We're gonna go to the Walbert Market. We're gonna carry heavy cargo, even though there's a reason for that. And landed back from the dark side of the moon. Sounds like there's a heck of a story behind that. And then we're gonna load the save. That fly just got zapped. I love my fly zapper thing, man. It comes in such handy. It sounds scary. Like some Star Citizen shit. I know it probably doesn't mean much to you, Bestie, but I went out on a limb and I've started my own virtual trucking company, which is basically like a guild in the trucking game world. I'll go back over to this one. Not much about this up. I'm happy to. Yeah, people have been bugging me to do it for years, and I finally just did it. There's a lot of work to getting it set up though, so I'm still kind of working on that. Yeah, well, it's like a company. And so on several, we have mileage tracking apps that track our miles, our progress in the game. And we basically compete with other companies. You know, it's just not for pride. It's just bragging rights. I mean, it's just like every other video game in the world. You know, I did not start an app here that I need for this to work properly. Okay. Cargo market. Oh. We instantly have our job already, so. Is it not here? Wait a second. I think it did this to me last time. Where it set it up at a different. Where's my load at, dude? Seriously, where's my load at? It's supposed to be here. Oh, it's right there. Okay. My arrow is blocking it. Alright. So I named the company Blacktop Express Trucking. I have a logo I'm really proud of. AI generated, of course. Because right now I'm just AI nerding out on everything. Why is this not working? So it's not working. Cameras. Did it wipe out my camera settings for some reason? Yeah, I was just using these before I made an adjustment to the suspension stuff. That. So awesome to be able to watch streams again. What? So I know on Songify it gets confused because it searches the artist name and the song name independently, and it expects the artist name to be first and the song name to be last. So if you're not putting them in the correct order, that's part of what's like messing with it. But then on top of that, it's just not that great. Yeah, I was messing with these controls. Hey, oh, you ran out of time on your phone? Is that like a limited data plan or something? Yeah. See, that looked like it worked that way. Okay, well, my buttons aren't working and it's kind of pissing me off. I'm gonna quit and restore some settings. I gotta figure out which profile is which. So while I'm working on this, we're just gonna go back over here. This doesn't reveal anything personal. I'm just messing with some files in Truck Sim. This is in documents. Okay. And then where are my settings? This isn't the song you requested though. Where is this? Profiles. This sounds like some shit you like, Gunpowder. Like 100%. You're probably like, what the hell does that mean, asshole? I don't know what it means. Well, I didn't mean that to be like rude though. I just heard this song. It's like, because it sounds like that mix of genres. Like, you know what I mean? It's just like, that's kind of what I meant more along the lines, but. Uh, There's files and destination. Okay. Glad I keep a backup of all my settings so that when this happens, I could just fix it. Yeah, let's go back here. Yeah, it had a pretty good sound to it, though. I never heard of it before. That's cool. Well, thanks for sharing. There's a quote that says the best friends are the ones that share new music with you. Wait forever for him to release that song. Okay, I just restored some really old settings, so that was not right. Okay. Crap. There's some other stuff I think you'd actually like. That's cool. I generated some music on some AI music also to do trailers and stuff on stream. I'm gonna like I'll restart that in a second. One of them I accidentally made and it's like really poppy. Oh, it's for the stream. It's not necessarily for trucking. It's for promo. I'm working on a trailer for the stream too, and so some of the music's gonna be used for that. So like this, let me see if this comes through. Really loud. This one I accidentally. This one I accidentally generated because I didn't tell it. I didn't tell it what genre to use, so it defaulted like pop. That was very generic though. Like the other songs I generated were like metal, basically. Like this. Actually, this is the it's just so stupid. It's pretty cool what you can do these days with AI. It really is. And the company Blacktop Express, which I showed the logo a little while ago. Let me show you the logo. Where is my stuff? Oh, did I close it? I think I did. I closed it, closed it. Because I drive an ATS American Truck Simulator and Euro Truck Simulator, so it's got both style of trucks in the logo for that reason. It doesn't. It's not as AI generated looking as it was when I first generated it. It was kind of crazy how AI-ish it was at first. Yeah, that's your European truck and your American truck. Anyway, back to this game. I gotta fix my settings. Dude, you just like say, hey, I want a Twitch emote with, always ask for a transparent background, because sometimes it doesn't, sometimes it does. Assuming you need a transparent background. You just type out, hey, create me a Twitch emote with a transparent background, and just say what you want, and then you're limited on the free accounts. Well, you're limited on all the accounts, but you're really limited on the free accounts. So you kind of want to like try to be as precise as possible. But yeah, you could. And then if it can't do something like I'm using a different AI tool to generate my trailer. Yeah, if it doesn't come back transparent, just say, if you like it, just say recreate with a transparent background. It'll process it again, but it's you've got so much processing power a day you can use, and it might tell you that you have to come back tomorrow or something. I'm trying to get an enterprise license because we have them at work. Made me a cute one. We have some enterprise licenses at work, but I didn't get in on it in time. I use the crap out of it, and I think they mainly wanted our developer people to have it. But, okay, so American Truck Simulator profiles. I gotta make sure I'm pulling the right profile here. What's up, Rev? How you doing, man? Use a decoder. Okay. There's the trucker's MP profile. I'm gonna pull the goofball profile. Copy everything except for a few things. That should fix my problem. Let me look. Oh, that is really cool. I like that a lot. And then what you can do, because it always makes the files too big for Twitch, and Twitch is going to complain. Let me send you a site where it'll compress your image for free. Use that site to compress it. Then once you compress it, you'll be able to upload it. Or you could do it in Copilot. But I always use that just because it's always worked 100% with me not having to do much of anything. You just drag it in there, it does it, and then you just download it back, and you're good. All right, back to Truck Sim. Since I got my settings all messed up for a minute. I use that to reduce, because when I do my thumbnails for both Twitch and YouTube, I use that to reduce them too. Because Twitch, like YouTube, YouTube seems like they compress them for you anyway. But Twitch will complain unless you compress them. And honestly, one of the coolest things you could do in ChatGPT is you could ask it how to do stuff. For instance, like I wanted to make a trailer, but I wanted the best AI tool to use to make the trailer, the stream trailer. And so I just asked. And I asked it to give me a step-by-step process on how to make a trailer. And I listed out all the things I wanted, and it gave me a step-by-step process. Now, part of the problem is the AI tool that it chose is probably the better one, but it costs. So I have to decide whether I want to spend the money, because if it like messes it up, you're just out the money because you're basically buying processing power. You're not buying the trailer. So did you see my work? But sometimes it helps me break down. So yeah, no, honestly, I have it rewrite a lot of emails for work. Even sometimes just like DMs at work, because I want to, I don't want, I want to sound a certain way, but I want to get a certain point across. Some of these college books are crazy. Yeah. All right, let me make sure I think I got my settings fixed now. Let's see. Okay. Oh, we're on automatic. Okay. I didn't have to shift. We're on automatic. This is the setting I wanted to make sure it worked. I may actually revamp my VTC logo to match this color scheme. I've used this color scheme on this truck for a while, and I've got a few trucks with the same color scheme. I don't know which way I'm supposed to go here. That's cool. That's awesome. That's a really good looking emote. I'm going to look to options. I prefer controls. H shifter. Then I gotta make sure my controls are set up properly. It seems like it is, so we'll see. Thanks, you. I put a lot of work into that. Yeah. Yep, I saw all the work you put into it, and yeah. Why am I not getting a route? Yeah. I thought I already picked up my load. Did I not even pick up my load? That's stupid. I haven't really done crazy questions because I've also been using it to redesign my goofball.com website. So I've just been running out of usage, so I haven't really been able to. I've even had it, I've been struggling a lot at work lately. With just being overwhelmed and busy and just like literally, I'm used to being somebody who just keeps up with everything so like really well at my job. And right now that's just not the case, right? And so, and I'm just having to I'm just really struggling with that. And I actually asked ChatGPT just to write me a Bible study on that, so that I can, just try to deal with it. And it wrote me out a whole Bible study on it. Yeah, but I mean, that's worth it for somebody that's doing like development work, I get myself into here. Thanks for that lurk. Diana I thought that was you, Gunpowder, lurking because you'll have the same color. Thanks for that lurk, Diana. I was like, that's kind of abrupt. Are you just gonna go mess with Chat GPT now and just leave me alone? See how it is. Just kidding. Just felt like abandoned there for a second, and it wasn't even your fault. Yeah, I didn't pick up my load. I picked it up before I exited the game, but I guess it didn't save it. I had to just drive around for a little bit before I can actually get it again. Listen, I'm mean, but not that mean. True. We're about the same level of mean. That's why we get along so well. We understand each other. Meanness for the sake of an extension of comedy. Or at least that's what I try to tell people. It makes them feel better about it. Alright. We're able to leave now. Let me get the music back on. Here, I'll fast forward so I'll play your song. I like that they added the where it shows where it's requested by the person requested it a couple updates ago. I need to turn off there's nobody around, so I'm gonna turn off. I guess I turned on traffic violations. What do you mean music source? On Songify? Safe parking. I want to always select. What profile did I copy? Huh. I've used so many of them that I don't know, I guess different people, different things are going to work for different people, but they changed around the settings so much over the last few, like random run events are off. Oh yeah, I'm going to turn those off. If on OBS as a browser source. You couldn't get the widget to work? Is that what you're talking about? Or are you talking about something else? You get Songify to work? That's weird. Because I don't even have it as a music, like a sound source or anything. It's just going through my normal speakers. Which everything on my speakers go into my non-VOD track. So like when I play Discord, even if you clip me and I have somebody in Discord that's talking, you won't hear them even in the clip. which is kind of trippy sometimes. It's all good. Just keep things simple as I keep at it. Dude, it's never simple. You can tell yourself that all you want, but there's just so many cool things to do on stream and so many bots and so many different tools that you're just best off not lying to yourself and trying to tell you that you're just trying to keep it simple. And sometimes it's just experimentation, man. Just trying to figure out what you like and, you know, what works for your content. And nothing's ever going to work the same for me as it is for you and vice versa. But, yeah. I'd be curious to see why Songify is giving you such trouble, though, because it was probably one of the easiest, like, song request systems that I've gotten to set up, because I wanted specifically to use Spotify for my song requests. I don't want to use YouTube. Yeah, I mean, and that's not saying that, I mean, because people look at things differently and process things differently. It doesn't make anybody, like, any more smarter or dumber than anybody else. Sometimes you just, the way you look at things, you just miss things. It happens to me all the time. That's why, like, especially at my job, we're always like, you know, if you're struggling with something, ask somebody else, because they may just look at it differently and see what you're missing. So... Alright, we're gonna stay in what they call real miles. I'm gonna set cruise at about 75. We're gonna cruise up the I-5 here through California. I saw that they had ATS put out a little preview of Davenport, Iowa, and what they're working on in that town. I thought that was pretty cool. I saw that, I actually saw that during stream. Yeah. I have to find it and send it to you. What it's probably like a news article thing on Steam, where they're just showing some previews and stuff. He says the I-80 truck stop. I'm sure if they haven't mentioned that by now, I've not been up to date lately. I've been kind of I've not been a good truck sim ambassador, I guess you could say. Yeah, I've been to that truck stop before, a long time ago. I passed it. It was like I passed it one time. Actually, we just planned. It's funny because we just planned a spontaneous trip. Which is not like completely spontaneous because it's gonna be like 3 weeks away, but we're going to Florida. About a month from now, I guess. 3 weeks to a month from now. We go to there Taco Bell a lot. Dude, I've been craving Taco Bell like crazy. I may go get Taco Bell tonight. I don't work tomorrow. I don't work Friday. Friday afternoon, me and Lil C is gonna be streaming a game called Fast Food Simulator, because we've been playing it quite a bit. And so if you're around, I think you mentioned that you might be streaming, but if you're not and you're around, man, that'd be cool to see some of y'all come by. She's been she had a really bad asthma attack today after Taekwondo. She like turned purple. We had to take her, like my mother-in-law takes her to her earlier Taekwondo classes because, you know, I'm working. And she took her to a firehouse because there's one close. They had the EMTs and stuff there anyway, and they helped get her stuff under control. But when they do a lot of running during the class and when they don't get a lot of breaks, that's when she seems to struggle the most. I had asthma when I was a kid too, and I outgrew it, so I imagine she's probably gonna end up doing the same. But man, it sucks when you just can't breathe. Randy Rogers Band, dude. I love Randy Rogers Band. I haven't met them, but I've been like in the same room as them before, and it was pretty cool. Because they're always playing local shit around here. Slightly asthmatic, she gets sick a lot, and it would really trigger it. Yeah. It's really hot here today too. It was, the heat index was like 110, I think. We got up to 97. Pollen is crazy right now too. It's like, when is it not crazy? So I'm playing on Truckers MP, which is Truckers Multiplayer, which is the original multiplayer for ATS and ETS. And so on here, they've removed all the NPC traffic. So if I see somebody out here driving, that is another person driving. So if you're wondering why there's like no traffic around me, that's why, because non-player character traffic has been removed from the game. And it's mainly because the desync would be crazy to run a server of 2,000 to 3,000 people that you're trying to sync traffic between everybody's clients. Unfortunately, when there's not very many people on, it does make it a little bit lonely. But I could always switch over to single player and just have simulated traffic. And, if it gets too boring, I sometimes do that because it's just better that way. I remember like Randy Rogers band kind of got me back into country music, because like after my divorce and stuff, I could not listen to country. I just couldn't do it. And it was like several years later that I really kind of got back into it. It's really, honestly, it was right before me and Mama Goof met. Yeah, I agree, and I like a certain style, certain type. I'm more into the underground, outlaw country. The huge Aaron Lewis, Cody Jinks band. I like Aaron Lewis between his country work and his work with Stained. I'd listen to anything that guy will sing. Yes, I got my metal stuff I like, but I haven't been, the problem with metal is, especially because really the whole, the I don't know how to put this without sounding weird, but the last few years I've really gotten, I guess you could say, more spiritual, Christianity wise, and some of the metal I just can't even listen to anymore, because it's just like, I like the music, but some of it just sounds a little too demonic for me. Indie pop, yeah. I love Whiskey Myers. Whiskey Myers blends so much country and like southern rock that it's another band I could pretty much listen to anytime. They're either just released or releasing a new album also. It's funny because Whiskey Myers I discovered in a video game, because they were, I forgot what year it was, but one year Madden decided they were going to add some country tracks to Madden instead of just being all hip hop, and one of their songs was on there. My first rifle was a 243. What's up, Chucky? I saw the alert of you coming in, but I don't necessarily call out lurkers. Man, I hope you're doing well, dude. Thanks for stopping by. So, in about 3 weeks, Trucky, I'm gonna be stopping by Duck Commander on our way to Florida. We're gonna visit the shop and go to the restaurant, Willie's restaurant, and all that stuff there. It's gonna be pretty cool. I mean, anyway, just lurking like usual. But yeah, we're going to Florida for like 3 or 4 days. We're gonna drive straight through to Tampa from Dallas. It's 17 hours if we don't stop, but we're definitely stopping. We've done it before, so we're just doing it again. Safe travels there, driver. So that guy that you just saw on the other side of the road, if you saw him, that's another person, another human. So this is the first official mileage run for the new VTC Blacktop Express trucking. Another human. I know, right? So another thing you could do, Gunpowder, with that emote, if you want a character set with that emote, you just start asking it, what's going on, Meager Gaming? How you doing? You just go and ask it, okay, I want the same character, but I want it to do this, and you tell it. And so you'll get several, you could kind of get a whole set of that emote. It might take you a few days to get the whole set because, you know, the limitations, but you'll get there. How you doing tonight, man? Welcome to the channel. We're doing a rare trucking stream tonight, which used to not be rare. This used to be all I used to play, so I got really burnt out on it for a while. And we're back though. I think I'm over it, over the burnout now, and I think we're just ready to get back into doing it. We're having our Peterbilt 579, which I'm more of a fan of the 389. But the thing about it is the mirrors are a lot larger. The 389 got to be a lot harder to drive after the eye stuff happened. Are you like, is that when you're winking? The emote's cool. I like those emotes a lot. I'm addicted. You're welcome. You're welcome. Played streaming for 2 years, so I kind of just fell out of it. Yeah, I mean, I've been playing since release, really, as far as ATS goes. And then ETS, probably a couple of years after release. It was really back in, 2014. So I've been truck simming for about 11 years, but I also have family in the trucking business. My dad's been trucking for like 40 years now. So I imagine it's something that I'll always be interested in coming back to because of that family heritage with trucking. I mean, I didn't become a truck driver because my dad he wouldn't even help me get into the industry because he's like, use your brain, do something with your brain. And so there was one time I was pretty low though, where he was like, all right, I got a connection at this company. I could potentially get you on there and, you know, they'll train you. But I ended up not necessarily following through with it because something else came up. 28 years, hell yeah, man. My little brother also became a truck driver. My grandfather was a truck driver. I would have been a third generation truck driver had I chosen that path. And honestly, I'm really drawn to it even still, so. Lytics, I think right now, well, I mean, you probably have 1 million channel points anyway, but Songify is not able to enumerate subs, so it doesn't even know who's subbed and who's not, so it's letting everybody use the command. But I do appreciate those song requests. Thanks for sharing music with me, man. Let me turn that up a little bit. Can't really hear it too well. Smith and Thel, Alice. You would love this song. It's messing with you. It's got a very like. No, I need a middle finger emote. ChatGPT may not do one. You enjoy Farm Sim? Yeah, I've played Farm Sim. I've streamed it a few times. I'm not like huge into Farm Sim. I want to be. I played it enough to get Giant's Partner, and then I just stopped playing it. So no, Chucky, the flies are still here. Well, they're not as bad as they were, but they just still come around. Mama Goof is good. I gotta figure out a Mama Goofy emote though, because she's been kind of in my ear about it. Because Lil C has an emote, and so she's like, "Yeah, your wife doesn't have one. Everybody else has one. Your wife doesn't have one. The dog has one. The cat has one. Both dogs." So I'm trying to figure out what I'm gonna do with hers. I told Giants to go fly a kite. Yeah, the thing that I don't really like about the Giants thing is the exclusivity thing with Farm Sim games. Because I'm gonna play whatever I want to play. So I've considered just rescinding the whole thing, but I don't know. I kind of worked hard to get it too, so I like having those kind of sponsorships and name on my stuff. I feel like it adds some credibility, but I don't like to, because like I want to play Ranch Simulator on stream, but I think it technically falls in conflict with the clause in their affiliate agreement or their partner agreement or whatever you want to call it. See, like right now, I have a fly fucking with me right now. He just like tried to fly into my good eye, and now he's on my head. And that's just, and I think it's the light. It's the way the light like causes my skin to glisten or something that just attracts the shit out of him. Because I'll sit at my desk without the lights on, and you know everything will be fine. So we could go to like, which one will we go to here? Maybe not any of these. I thought it was one of these. Eventually, he'll just fly into my freaking fly zapper. Or I'll hit him with my little racket, which I've gotten a lot. My accuracy has increased. It's like I'm playing a fly RPG game, and as I kill more of them, I've gained experience, and now my fly zapping skills have greatly increased. Alright, so what are we doing here? I don't know if this is the one. No, that's not the one. Oh crap, we're gonna go the wrong way. Good drive mode. I had it earlier. I know there's this one, but that doesn't show the game. Maybe it's this one. Or that one. That's the one. Then that one I can just turn off the lights. They do stink, especially if they like ride the lightning, as I call it, when they just long zap, but they just bounce off the thing. It's usually not that big of a deal, but especially if you kill a whole bunch of them punks. Do what I want. I won't be dictated by any sponsor. I mean, there's a certain like, I mean, I get what you're saying, and honestly, I tend to agree, but at the same time, it's like, if I feel like it's worth it, maybe I'll do it, but most of the time, it's like, I thought about just playing Ranch Simulator and see what they said. That's actually a really fun game. Especially multiplayer. Because Farm Sim can get pretty tedious, I think. Like, especially to stream it, you have to be really, really good at talking, because you're just going to be sitting there, you know, plowing a field, and you're going to have, you know, if you... There's just not a ton of entertainment value in some of the content that you get from Farm Sim. And honestly, that's a kind of a credit to the developer, because the game is very authentic to what it is. But it is literally watching freaking grass grow, man. That's literally what you're doing in that game. I don't know if my lights are on or not. Yeah. Going through Sacramento right now. We're on our way to Bellingham, Washington. From San Diego, California, it's running up the 5 up the west coast. Getting into Northern California. Got another driver on the nearby here. I don't know where they're at, but there's some around here somewhere. It's not really the game. What do you mean? Safe travels there, driver. I'm gonna have to pull this computer out here and reapply thermal paste and stuff, because it's running at 80. It keeps shooting up to 85 Celsius. It's pretty warm. About the show you put on, yeah. I mean, you're not wrong, but the game can help to buffer and to give you something to bounce off of. See the fly. I don't know if you heard the little popping sound. I don't know if that came through on the mic or not, but that is a dead fly. I mean, for me, I just try to chill out, try to, you know, hope that I get some like-minded folks in here to chat with a little bit, and, you know, just go on. If nobody comes in, I just start talking to myself, really, because, I mean, what else are you gonna do? But no, I get what you're saying now as far as streaming goes. But I mean, if you're plowing a field, there's a huge field. There's not much show to put on, really. So you really have to be good at literally just conversing with yourself. Or you just sit there and stare at the camera and not saying anything. Which I've had those days too, where I feel like streaming, but I don't feel like talking, which is weird, right? Yeah, that's true too. That's true too. I do like, and I know they added it from mods from like, because so back in 2014, I was kind of telling this my truck sim story. Is I started playing Farm Sim 15. I got hugely into Farm Sim 15. Like, I've never been into a farm game like that. And I mean, I'd just gotten like a gaming rig, my first gaming computer in a long time. Safe travels there, driver. And I got it, and I started farming, started driving across the map. Realized that I like driving across the map, man. I like just trucking. So I'm like, well, there's this Euro Truck game out that I should try. So it was on sale for $5. I bought Euro Truck, and dude, I loved it so much. And it was funny because I'm playing it and I'm like getting really into it. I'm getting the DLCs, and I'm like, you know, it would be really freaking cool if there's an American version of it. Because like when I was a kid, my parents got divorced, and I rode with my dad during the summers. And so when they released ATS, man, I was so freaking stoked. It was crazy. And so a lot of my nostalgia around this game is just remembering my childhood and literally riding in my dad's Peterbilt during the summers for visitation because my parents got divorced. That was the only way I could really see my dad. We do not stop at wait stations. I think it was about Texas. When SCS released Texas was when I think I really hit the peak of my burnout with this game. And I get, I'm on their list. I get the DLCs a couple of days before they drop to show off the stream. And every time they've dropped since then, I've done streams to show them off, and then I don't even play them after that because I'm just in a stage of burnout, or was in a stage of burnout. But we're a lot better now. Go back to face cam. I've really gotten to enjoy this song too. It seems to play a lot on my playlist. For a long time, the stream was just about trying to get banned on TMP for a week or whatever. And we thought we succeeded once, but it was a misban. The admin had clicked on the wrong person and banned me instead of them. And so there's a clip out there of that when that happened. We're going through Redding, California. Not too far from Oregon. Got some people on the nearby here. Oh, they're off the nearby. You got banned from the original multiplayer? Really? From Truckers MP? They lifted like a whole bunch of bans. So some of them I very much didn't agree with them on, because one of them was somebody that was out here doxing people. They tried to dox a good buddy of mine, and we were actually really good friends, me and this guy that kind of went off on everybody. Or I thought we were really good friends. He's kind of a thing. Yeah, you're not allowed to run moderators. That's 100%. Actually, my buddy Soapoclips is a moderator, and it's funny because we spent so much time trying to get banned. Like, we weren't making it obvious. Yeah, because you can get banned. I mean, if you really wanted to get banned. But we were trying to kind of do it organically a little bit. 15-year-old in a cop car. Well, some of the, the mods are not children. Alright. We're gonna crash. These new hills up here in Northern California from the California redo that I always forget they're here. But yeah, I mean, no matter how old they are, if you ram a moderator and you get banned, I mean, there's not much of a case there left. Done with these squigglies. Nah, there's a little bit more. A rest area up here. I was glad when they redid California though, because it really needed it. But the fact that SCS is doing these redos of these states, and we're not paying for them. They're just doing them, and looking great. Alright, we should be... Yeah, we're not too far from Oregon. Did I just go into race miles? No, I didn't. Reset the cruise. Yeah, I actually applied to be a mod on TMP once, but they actually said that I wasn't active enough in the forums, which really didn't make sense to me back then because, like, I wasn't applying to be a forum moderator. I was applying to be a game moderator. But from what I understand, the person that was running things back then is no longer part of the deal. So. One thing I wish that they had better brake simulation in this, so where like if you don't use your air brakes properly, if you just brake all the time, you overheat and break your brakes. Have to actually use the runaway ramps, all that kind of thing. Like almost like just extremely realistic in that regard. I also wish they would add LTL trucking to the game. They seem to be in a hurry to add being able to drive anything in the game, add the road trip mode or whatever. But really wish they would add more of the actual trucking industry, especially in the Americas, because I mean, all it has is bulk load trucking, which is a fair amount of trucking in the States, but LTL is really like there's a lot of business in LTL too, which LTL is where they might be carrying, it stands for less than loaded, so it's like somebody has a delivery, but it's not safe travels there, driver. I don't even know if my mic's actually working. But there's nobody's responded. I'm on 19, right? Yeah. The Eager Gaming, where did what community did I find you? Were you in Sean's or were you somewhere else? I'm trying to remember where I saw you at, where we kind of connected at. I think it was Silver Fox Sean, if I remember correctly. Yeah. He's such a I love his streams, man. I'm usually working when he's streaming, so it's just cool to kind of chill in there while he's going. Pop these knuckles. We got about 30 minutes left real time on this run. You see over there. Yeah, Sean's a really good dude. I didn't know he streamed for a long time because I was in whose stream was I in a lot? He didn't stream anymore. I'd have to look up his name. But try to help him get a partner. He's probably a lot closer than most of us are. I didn't realize he streamed, and then when I went in his stream, I was quite impressed with everything that he had going, because he's really good at it. I mean, he should be partner, honestly. I mean, he's freaking hilarious. He keeps things going. It doesn't even matter what he's playing either. He could literally probably just play solitaire there and crack up half the people. Yeah, I know it's not easy. I'm a moderator for a few channels that we went through partner pushes, successful partner pushes at that. And, you know, it was several applications. It was one of them, NeoFox, actually. A new patio chair cushion came in clutch. This chair is so uncomfortable. Yeah, that's probably the biggest knock on like gaming chairs is how uncomfortable they are. The Comfort Plus stuff from Technisport kind of debunks that a little bit. If you're ever want to look at Technisport again, I know you just bought that chair, but I know you were kind of looking around. At this point, you got a chair. You just need to make it comfortable. And that freaking cushion I sent you, that thing's not cheap either, but man, it is so worth it. I remember my back used to kill me in this chair, and I used to sit, not in this particular chair, but at this desk. I used to have this like black office chair. You look at some of my earlier VODs and streams, and I don't even know if there's anything out with me in that chair anymore, but it used to be squeaky as hell too. But yeah, that thing used to kill my back, and then I got a Technisport, and I love the crap out of this chair. I've probably had this chair for, I don't know, 4 or 5 years by now. And of course the cushioning is always going to break down on anything. It's just the way it is. And it did on the seat of this, so that it was either try to get a new chair or get one of the purple cushion things. And I felt the purple cushion thing was the better option, because I felt if I got another chair, it would just be about the same period until it kind of, you know, my fat ass mushed the cushion again. So, but I wanted something long term. This is made for gamers and truck drivers. It literally says it on the promo. This chair is too big for me though. I bought the double XL, and I literally half the time it feels like I'm sitting in a damn love seat. I mean, I feel like another person can sit with me in this freaking chair. Yeah, I mean, it's literally that big, and I'm a fat ass too, so it's not like, you know, if you probably fit like you and your whole freaking all your kids and everybody else on that chair. You just sit right next to all your torque boxes and everything else. There are people that drive like this all the time, and I don't know how they do it, because I would just crash. Like, I'm trying not to crash right now. Torque boxes are banned. Back pain is probably banned, is what's really banned. Yeah, we ain't spring chickens anymore, Bessie. You gotta be a little more careful than that. I'm realizing that. Man, I got arthritis in my knee and my shoulder, and I hate it, man, because there's so many things I can't do now. I mean, just picking something up off the floor freaking kills me, dude. And I'm so annoyed by it. Like, when we move in whatever house we end up getting, I'm so not looking forward to that. Oh yeah, fish is fixed. I know she tried to fish the last night, Linux, and I don't think it was working. Because it was logged out for some reason. I had to log it back in. I figure out this is the song that I hate. No, I don't think this is it. There was a song that used to annoy the crap out of me. Oh, this could be it. Maybe I just got over it. I don't know. Yeah, this was a song that I used to, and it wasn't that there was anything wrong with the song in particular. It's just that like local radio was literally playing this song so much that I just got sick of hearing it. Make It Little was always a favorite of mine. I think I remember that song. It's probably on this playlist, honestly. This is the like the automated AI generated Spotify playlist for my country tastes. But yeah, the radio here in the Dallas area they just, you know, we have 2 major stations for country, and they just you would turn the song off to go to the other station, they'd be playing at the same time. I don't know why they wanted to play this song so much, but they did. And then there's the, what's his name, David Ball song. The similar. Like kind of context wise. Like radio can really ruin a song really easy by just playing it too much. Yeah, I definitely don't have a drinking problem anymore since I gave it up. Actually, my problem is since I gave up drinking, it's like the devil's come after me in that area. And I've never craved beer so much in my life as I do now. It's crazy. But I refuse. I refuse. I mean, I may have one, but I don't know. I mean, it's not like I was an alcoholic or anything. It's just I didn't drink a lot anyway, so it's like, you know, why let the devil in anyway, you know? I remember drinking, you know, I'd have Michelob Ultras, and I'd have like 3 of them while I was barbecuing, and I would just be lit. That's crazy because I used to be able to drink a lot without it affecting me. How that might feel. You see everything else? I have one. Yeah, I saw a quote on social media or somewhere on one of my Christian pages. It was like, in a world so obsessed with alcohol, it's a really brave thing to basically turn one down, because even religious people are like into alcohol and all that stuff. Almost 3 weeks. That's crazy, Chucky. That's actually crazy. Rusty nail. Safe travels there, driver. Yeah, we always say sin on Saturday, pray on Sunday. Well, we're all flawed beings, so we're gonna sin. I just try not to. I mean, it's such a perplexed thing though to know that you're going to fail at something, right? And trying not to do it anyway. You know, that's just you know, that's just love for the Lord. I mean, knowing that I'm an imperfect being and that I'm going to sin, but I'm going to try not to, and knowing that I'm going to fail at trying not to. Yeah, probably had at least 1 beer a day for the last 7 years. Was it that he said that those who love me will keep my commandments? All I'm trying to do, man. Trying to show the big guys some love. No drinks on Saturday. When I probably should. Once in a while. Have drinks during the week. I used to be a raging alcoholic. I used to just drink. I think it was mainly because I felt like I had to drink to have fun a lot of times, man. And when I got older, I guess I really like the taste of beer. Like from a flavor standpoint, I could drink a beer without any interest in getting it drunk and just enjoy it. And but I even stopped drinking at all, period, before I actually sat down and said, okay, I'm just not going to drink anymore. Not even going to worry about it. 30 packs for 4 to 5 days. Drink every day when I was going through a really bad depression. Drink every day at the time. See, and the thing is, like, I think I've mentioned that, like, I'm related, my family's related to Johnny Cash, and everybody knows Johnny Cash's story and the addiction and stuff he dealt with, and it runs in the family. It runs in the family so freaking bad. Like so many people in my family have like fought different levels of addiction. My grandmother, she was an alcoholic, and then she was a gambling addict when she quit alcohol, and then and my aunt, and just all this, just really all this. So it's like a lot of it's just, I just don't want to be addicted to something, man. That's something. I mean, I guess we're all addicted to something, but I don't want to be addicted to something that's gonna ruin my life, affect my kids' life, and all that kind of stuff. And I just kind of at the point where I feel like if I got back into it now, that I would probably overdo it, and it would become a problem. And when it comes down to it, I just do not. It's not even trusting myself, because shit, I think I went into race miles. Crap. Oh well. But if I just eliminate the problem, then it's not a problem. 789, hardly feel anything. Yeah, like I'm sure right now, if I had one right now, I'd probably be lit. I think it's still an addiction for me, but more of a controlled addiction. I wouldn't say it's because it's not like you need it to survive. And I think that's what it comes down to when you get to where you feel like you need it to survive, when it really becomes a problem. I mean, other than on here and stuff, I don't really know you otherwise. I feel like I know you pretty well, from, as much as we've conversed and had our bonding moments, but I don't see you as somebody who's addicted to alcohol. I don't view you as an alcoholic at all. Because you're too focused on your kids and your family and your future career and all that stuff to really be an alcoholic. I had teeth cleaning and the dentist hit me with hypertension. Really? Dang, Trucky. Unless you go to a barbecue or something. No, I'm addicted to Coke Zero. I will outright admit that. And I will probably never stop drinking Coke Zero. Coca-Cola has me. Coca-Cola has guaranteed income from this guy. Now vaping. I used to smoke too. We used to smoke cigarettes, and I quit. I quit in like 2006. I'd quit several times before that. I quit for like 3 years, and I started again. And the last time I quit was in 2006. So it's almost 20 years. I haven't bought a pack of cigarettes in, I think, 3 years. And that's another thing I oddly crave, too, is cigarettes. I'm like, yeah. Like, I wouldn't even do cigars or anything, because my father-in-law's really into cigars. But I'm like, nah, because that would just make me want a cigarette. And I was never really addicted to cigarettes either, but I like the taste of them, man. I just liked it. Honestly, when I first started smoking, it was only because I thought it looked cool. Once I believe it, if I'm drinking with friends, I'll try a cigarette, and I'm disappointed every time. Yeah, here, watch. You have to get your blood checked for personal health. 155 or 100 of the same thing. Doc wanted to give me meds. Nope, not giving me meds. I haven't touched a beer since. Yeah. Problem is now too is these meds will mess you up worse than like narcotic illegal drugs. It's crazy, man. Because I'm having, I don't know if I mentioned it, but I'm having a heart rate issue. Like my heart rate's like high all the time. And I found out it's a side effect of one of my diabetes medications. And I'm like, okay, well, you know, the medication's been very effective, but it's causing this other thing that may be shortening my life. So it's like, what do I do? My gallbladder is gone. I should be protecting my liver at all costs. That's true too, actually. Yeah. I don't eat very good either, man. I like my poverty food. And I'm not afraid to admit it. I like my ramen, my cheap ramen. I like my fast food cheeseburgers. I like my fast food tacos. I like my hamburger helper. You know, I like my poverty foods, man. I do eat bougie hot dogs though. That's where I draw the line. But it's mainly for me being the diabetic stuff. It's just like the carbohydrates that I have to be careful about. Which is crazy because like I could eat like store-bought bread and it just fucked my blood sugar to pieces. Or I could eat like Mama Goof will make homemade sourdough. Doesn't have the seed oils, doesn't have the bullshit in it, the preservatives. And it'll affect my blood sugar a little bit, but not very much. See, I'm wanting to go like full carnivore, but it's like, which is part of the reason we want to move out in the country, because I want to get away from the fast food joints so I could stop eating like this all the time. So like to make it an easier option to eat at home and not eat crap. Yeah, I have the fatty liver thing too. I think it runs in the human family, honestly. I think a lot of it's just all the garbage, the chemicals, and seed oils. Like seed oils aren't bad for you. It's the chemicals they use to make them palatable that really fuck you up. I've been fasting since then too. I eat in the evening and just I used to fast once a week as instructed by my doctor, and I had a lot of good success with it. I really need to get back on that because I'd fast. I would eat dinner on Tuesday and I wouldn't eat again until Thursday for breakfast every week. And I would like lock myself in the bedroom. I wouldn't watch any TV, like live TV, because I didn't want food commercials. I was allowed to eat like half an Atkins granola bar and drink water. That was it. Yeah, it's pretty bad when to buy non-poison food costs 3 times as much. But that's a lot of the because we've had the inflation crap going on in here, but it's like you also had like a lot of these chemicals that used to be cheap are not as cheap anymore that they're putting in our food. And so that's why you're seeing so many spikes in the price of fast food too, that everybody's bitching about. But that's really why. Because I mean, traditionally, like seed oils were cheaper to produce than what it would take to drill up water. So I mean, so why wouldn't you use seed oils to substitute everything if you could knock the cost down that much? But now they're finding out that half the shit they use in that stuff is carcinogenic and everything else. You would think it would be cheaper without the extra chemicals. But that's the thing, is those chemicals are now cheaper to produce than the natural ingredients, and that's where it's gotten us. Like canola oil, ounce for ounce is cheaper than water. Yeah, Kraft Heinz is, and then General Mills announced it like a couple of hours later. I mean, it's cool they announced it, but they're kind of being forced into it because of the Make America Health Again initiatives from RFK. I said my last I did the OMID diet, and basically 23 hours a day, drop beer, go back to that. Yeah, honestly, I'm with you, but like, you know, Harvard did a study on the carnivore diet, right? The carnivore diet, you technically only eat 3 things, and that's meat, salt, and water. Like true hardcore carnivore. That's what you eat. And so Harvard did a study on it, and their study was intended to disprove it, that a human shouldn't live on this. And it did the opposite, man. Everybody, for the most part, that was part of the study, all their health increased so much. Because your body can get all the nutrients it needs out of meat. And it's just crazy. And now we have a Harvard study that says that. Marketing. It was all marketing. It was not factual. Actually, grain growers lobbied to prove that red meat was bad to up the sell of grain. I mean, remember the old food pyramids when it was like you have to eat mostly grains all day? I mean, look how well that worked out for us. Like, I barely believe anything my doctor tells me, because I know at this point they're just kind of bots that are, you know, they kind of have what they're told to say. And, you know, it's not really their fault, because honestly they were just kind of taught wrong. Because it's all, you know, pharmaceutical companies own the chemicals, companies that are, you know, I mean, it's all a scheme, man. It's sad, but it's true. I hate to sound like a conspiracy theorist, which to be honest with you, I don't hate to sound like a conspiracy theorist, but you know, I just don't believe in coincidence that much. I don't have enough faith in humans to believe anything else. We want to eat an appropriate part of the animal too, hearts, liver, other organs. Yeah. That's a good question, though, Gunpowder. I don't know the answer to that. I know the study that Harvard did was a mix of genders. And, you know, several pretty much outright cured type 2 diabetes in several of the patients. But a lot of it, I think, because people have been eating stuff. Like, humans have been eating bread and rice and carb heavy potatoes forever. It really didn't become a problem until it started becoming so chemically influenced. And so now the only way to get away from those chemicals is to literally eat a freaking, you know, steak that you saw cut from the cow yourself that nobody fucked with. And no growth hormones, no crap like that. I mean, it's just, you know, it was down to 165. It was fine. The only telling us to eat 3 to 6 times a day when selling us the food. Yeah. There's a lot of truth to that, and I believe that it's just a mess, man, because there's just no reason that it should be the way that it is. But it is. Alright, so that's the run. We made it up the west coast. Now I want to see if the webhook hits my Discord properly. And it sure did. That's awesome. I figured it was gonna work, but I like to test things. That was a good run, 2.5 hours. Of course, I have a hormone dysfunctional PCOS. Yep, it runs in my family too.
Safe travels there, buddy.
Let me see if my mic works. Oh man, he's already off the nearby. Okay. I'm gonna stay up. I'm probably done streaming though. I don't have to work tomorrow, but I do have to be up early to take my daughter to a vacation Bible school thing. And I gotta take her to get Fridays when I gotta take her to get an allergy shot. But Friday afternoon, we will be streaming Fast Food Simulator. That's the plan. Me and Little C, we're gonna be running our own little burger shop. Gonna play some MW3, I guess. Gotta go, mate. Enjoy the rest of your stream. Yeah, thanks for stopping by, man. Always a pleasure to see you. Thanks for stopping in. I assume you're a streamer because you have the checkbox next to your name. So everybody, so Gunpowder's a streamer, Eager's a streamer. I think that's all we've had chat in a while. So, but yeah, I'm gonna wrap it up here myself. We're gonna find somebody to raid out to. A lot of fun playing tonight. Thanks guys for being here and chatting. It's always good to have a good conversation. Yeah, hopefully we're not counting people out because of the context of the conversation, but you know, anybody's opinion is welcome. You know, it's just me expressing, yeah, how I feel, what research I've done. I do a ton of research on a ton of stuff. I mean, you guys probably know that by now. As I said, we're gonna find somebody to raid out to here. Let me get this game closed so I can start looking. So yeah, I got race miles though. 408 miles is what we did today. Not bad for a first run. Unfortunately, it did not count in the category we wanted it to because I drove too fast. But it is what it is. I got to get better at that. I've gotten too used to not watching my speed. So let's find who we're going to raid out to next. Let's look in the Discord, see if anybody's streaming. We got Sean, but we rated him last time. So load up my arm alerts. And then I'm going to run through these credits real quick too, if you guys don't mind. Philly fan probably rated out by now. But thanks, Trucky, for hanging out and moderating. Chatters, thanks for chatting it up, man. I always appreciate every one of you. Doesn't look like a whole lot's going on with the perma alerts. We got Scotty's live. He's playing Farm Sim. Let's see who's playing ATS. We got Smitty's playing ATS, so we're probably gonna go over there. Absolutely, man. Let me get some shout outs here. If my little thing, I like my, it's not working. Okay. Yeah, Eager. Hey, what's up, Biz? How you doing, man? You don't have to be about to go live, do you, Biz? Yeah, Biz. We got our bestie, Miss Gunpowder. I could spell. Yeah, guys, be sure to go check these folks out. And then we have Mr. Biz who just popped in. No, not for a bit. All right. I know I should probably raid you more, Biz, because usually you're getting on right when I'm getting off. So sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But we're gonna go check out Smitty World. It's a good friend of ours, part of Tech Guy Brian's VTC. That is such a cool emote, though. Gunpowder, really. Good job on that. All that hard work on the emote's great. Smitty. Smitty's pretty much a nighttime streamer. I don't know why I shouted him out instead of rated, but I did. Smitty's World. There we go. There's the raid. Thank you guys so much again for an epic night. I know it's been few and far between doing truck sim, but probably gonna be doing it quite a bit more, especially now since we're running the VTC. Like I said, next stream should be on Friday. There is a slight chance I could go live tomorrow, so just keep an eye out for those alerts. I do have all my social medias out there. You have the YouTube where I store all of my VODs. There's like 4 years worth of content on YouTube of just pure uncut VODs. Link trees where you can go to find all the social media, all the links to all the affiliate programs I'm a member of that give you guys discounts on different things. Twitter's, I really need to take Twitter off there, but and then there's the Discord link. If you want to join my Discord, feel welcome. It is kind of dead in there. I want to get more activity in there, so I'm trying to figure out some ways to do that. But I appreciate each and every one of you. You guys have a great night. Have a great rest of your week. If I don't see you the rest of the week, and I love y'all. Peace out.